Hey guys, welcome back. So we're on the front porch today because we have a makeover that we need to do. I have completely neglected this area and it's time to do a deep clean of the space and also pot up some spring containers. So this is what the porch looks like right now. It's completely bare and there's some cleanup that we need to do. I have 2 containers I picked up from Costco. I want to fill those with flowers today and it's completely empty. Look at that. And then over here, I do have a bench that no one really uses, but that's okay. It's really just for decor and it's really dirty. There's a whole bunch of dirt here. I think the squirrels like to dig this up and then it creates this, backflow of dirt over here. So I want to take all of the pillowcases off and give them a good wash. And then this mat here just completely needs to go. It's seen better days. I might move this piece right here to the back or maybe put it somewhere else, but this whole setup needs to be changed and I have a replacement for that as well. And of course we have a ton of flowers. I can't wait to show you that we need to pot up. I actually am going to put some of the ranunculus out here. Now they haven't bloomed yet. They've been outside this entire time and I think this would be the perfect opportunity to stick them in containers, and I'm going to show you my container recipe for today. But before we get started, if you're new here, hi guys, my name is Marsha, I'm the Blackthumbgardener, and I live in Ontario, Canada, Zone 5B, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'd love for you to subscribe, and if you're returning, welcome back, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. Now let's get started. So I'm going to start off by removing all of the pillows and dump them in the washing machine, and then we're going to look at all the flowers I'm going to be planting today. Hi, good morning.
Waking up, feeling the taste of our fight last night. Breaking up, making a mess of an all good life.
Guys, look at all of this dirt here. This is crazy.
And now that you're gone, I'm thinking about old times. I've waited so long.
Okay, I'll be right back. So I'm excited to share the flower selection I have with you today. I took a trip to Vandermeer Nurseries yesterday and picked up a flat of violas. And my violas that I started from seed are not ready yet, and I've talked about that already on this channel. I'm going to start my violas a little bit earlier next year so I have blooms for Easter. My ranunculus have also not started blooming yet, but I'm going to be planting them today in the front containers just to get them ready to bloom. Hopefully in the next few weeks they'll bloom and I'll have a beautiful display of violas and the other flowers I'm sharing with you today. Now I'm hoping that the violas I started from seed in the basement, I'll have those blooming for Mother's Day. So this will be my Easter display, and then for Mother's Day we'll tuck in the additional flowers that I've started from seed. All right, starting off guys with this flat of violas. Just take a look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at that. It is so gorgeous. So I have 2 varieties of violas here. I love pansies, but I find violas do much better. They last longer in terms of blooming period. So I personally, if I have to buy a flower, especially a flower in spring, I'm gonna put my money into violas rather than pansies. I do love pansies. The petals are absolutely gorgeous, but I just find that violas tend to last a little bit longer. Personal opinion. Oh my God, guys, I saw this and I could not put it down. Like, this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. This variety is called Penny Purple Picotee. So it kind of reminds me, all of these remind me of a variation of Johnny Jump Up, just with different colors. Like, it's the same color palette, your deep purple blue, your yellow, your white. It's just mixed differently. Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous, guys. I could not let this one go. The second one that I have, it's more of a deeper color. And this variety, what is it called? Admire Blue. Look at that. So gorgeous. so gorgeous. And guys, today is a perfect day. It's about 19 degrees Celsius today. It's gonna be probably the only great day of the week. So I thought it was a perfect time to get out early in the morning and get this done. Look at this. I am so happy with this display. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, time to look at what I picked up at Sheridan Nurseries. And yes, I did go to 2 garden centers in one day. So this is what I picked up from Sheridan Nurseries. Isn't this gorgeous? Guys, my spring front garden display is gonna look so good. Look at this. I have, this is Primrose. What is the variety? Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? The variety is Primula Danova. Oh, apple blossom bicolor. Look at that. So it's funny because I don't know if you recall, I'm growing an apple blossoms petunia from West Coast Seeds. And actually, now that I think about it, it looks exactly like this. Hi. No, it's not for you. It's not for you. No, it's not for you. Bye. The dog wanted to come check out the flowers, of course, because they're gorgeous. So look at this. Yeah. So as I was saying, there's a petunia from West Coast Seeds that I'm growing this year. It's brand new. It's called Apple Blossoms. I want to say it's called Apple Blossoms Cherry. But anyways, it's growing beautifully in the basement. But this is kind of what the bloom heads look like. So I'm really excited. I wish these guys were blooming at the same time so I could show you. But anyways, I'll put a picture up right here of what the Apple Blossoms petunia looks like. Absolutely stunning. I could not let this go. And then of course, I'm actually embarrassed to say this, but I did pick up some alyssum. This is, I think this is the, I want to say this is the carpet of snow alyssum. This is what I'm growing in my grow room. The thing is that the seedlings are so tiny. And for my 2 containers, I think I'm just going to divide this up into 2 or into 4. Alyssum is really easy to divide. And then I'm just going to transplant them into 2 containers. I picked up one because I was just like, I have this in my grow room. I don't want to spend money on it, but I needed something that was more of a spiller that could tolerate the cold weather because we are dipping in temperatures again. So I did pick up 1 alyssum plant. So in terms of my recipe for today, I wanted to think of this in 3 stages. So you have your fillers, your spillers, and your thrillers. Now I'm going to be using the Primrose as my fillers to fill bulk inside of the containers. I'm going to be using my violas also as fillers and my alyssum as the spiller. And in terms of the thriller, I was hoping to plant some of the ranunculus in the middle. I also have some daffodils and some tulips that I have been forcing. It was in my refrigerator and then I took it out and potted it up and put it into the garage. So it hasn't really started to, I haven't seen it poke through the soil yet, but I'm thinking maybe to take it out of the garage and maybe interplant a few with the ranunculus. So the daffodils and the tulips will be the thriller, and then I'll have the fillers as the violas, the primrose, and then the spiller will be the alyssum. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm also going to do a smaller container to put right beside my door, but we're going to see how it goes. Guys, we're just having fun today because it's spring, it's April, and it's finally time to get outside into the garden. But before we do anything else, I need to fill up these containers with some soil because I think I had an arborvitae or something like that in these containers last season, and I didn't like it. I've been testing out what I like and what I don't like, and I absolutely did not like that at all. So I'm hoping this year to really plant it up. I think my favorite year for these front containers was when I did a summer display. I had sweet potato vine, I had a green one, and a deep burgundy sweet potato vine on the ends. And then I had like, I don't know what I had in the middle, but anyways, I'll put a picture here, but it was absolutely gorgeous. I think that was my favorite front container display, but I'll always change up my container displays in the spring, the summer, the winter, the fall. I just think it's festive. You know, I just enjoy decorating for the season, and the house has been pretty dull, so I want to get some spring flowers indoors, spring flowers outside, just really start getting into the garden and getting in the spirit of spring. Now I should say that I am not a fan of Miracle-Gro. I will never use this in my garden to grow vegetables, but to grow flowers, I'm not really fussed. If it's cheap, I was just looking for something that was cheap and I needed a lot of soil on the cheap, so this is what I picked up from Costco. But I would never use this in my garden beds. And I know Miracle-Gro came out with an organic mix for your raised beds. Still don't trust it. I'm a Pro Mix girl all the way. I also like Happy Frog, but it's really hard to find Happy Frog here. And when you do find it, it's just really expensive. But I have grown with Happy Frog before. I really love their potting mix. But we're just trying to add some spring color here. We don't need to spend a ton of money and do anything fancy. It feels so good to be outside. It feels incredible. Oh my gosh, it feels incredible. And I'm trying to do this early because I don't personally like filming on my front porch. I'm always shy about doing that, but honestly, my neighbors are so friendly. Okay, I think I'm almost near the top. I'm gonna try and stuff this container today because I find that if I leave an empty space when I'm planting, the squirrel will come by and start digging things up. As much as I can, at least. Okay, there we go. All right, now the other container.
7 years and I'm still waiting. My love is burning in the cold. I find a way to keep my faith in, 'cause you convince me to hold on. Relationships is complicated. You say you will, I know you won't. And this goes on and on and on and on and on.
Now, both containers are done now, so this is filled up pretty much to the top with soil. It feels so good. And this one as well, filled up to the top with soil. So I'm going to start off with my thriller in the middle, and I'm going to go grab the ranunculus from the backyard, and then we'll work on filling the rest of the container. Here are the ranunculus. This is what they look like right now. They've gone through a very rough period because it's been pretty cold. So I noticed that some of the leaves have turned a bit just because of how cold it's been. I'm just trying to figure out, I don't want any anemones. I want ranunculus. So we have, this is Pauline. And then what do we have here? This is Amandine Chamalo. And I think that's the one I wanted. I wanted Amandine Chamalo in the middle. It's like that nice pink, that light pink color. I think that would look really nice in the middle with the apple blossoms. I'll grab this container. There's 3 in here. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put 2 in one container, and then I'll grab this one and put 2 in the other container. I really didn't want to use these ranunculus for the front, but I'm going to do it anyways because I think the color would look good with the selection that we have today. I'm also going to stick some daffodils in between. So let's put these in and then let's see where we go from there. This is how they look after, I think, about a few weeks outside. Trying to figure out a way to... Ooh, look at that. They are looking so good. Okay. I think I'm going to do these two here, and I'm going to put this one over on the other side. And this is going to go in the middle. I do have more ranunculus that I've already started in the grow room. I just haven't shown you yet. There we go. I think that's going to look so nice. Now, we're not going to see that right away, but that's okay. Okay, now we're going to go with, and I have 4 of these primroses. We're going to go with these guys. Look at the root system on this. Oh my gosh. This is the Apple Blossoms Bicolor Primrose. Oh, that looks so good. Oh my gosh. And we're gonna grab one more. This one. Oh yeah, that looks, oh my gosh, this looks so good. All right, I think I'm going to now fill around with violas. I'm just gonna grab this whole pack. This is the purple, penny purple Picotee. So gorgeous. And I'll put them around the sides and in the front. These guys are so root bound. I'm curious when the garden centers actually start their violas. Like, are they starting them in December, November? I'm just so curious how they get them to this level so quickly. So we have to work on the other side. So I have this ranunculus here, and then I have the other one down there. So let's work on the other side, and then we'll get the alyssum in.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter.
I decided to move these flowers in the front. I think they look better. And I think with the violas, I'm gonna put the alyssum, just tuck them into the bottom. I think that looks so much better. And I just put the purple ones on the side. And then over here is where we have it in the back. I just think this is not gonna bloom long, so it's better up in the front. And then I'll just tuck everything else in between. So I'm gonna fix this container before we move forward.
Chisel all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, yeah. Or maybe.
All right, it looks messy, but just wait for the vision. Just wait for the vision. So I'm gonna divide this. See if I can divide it into 4. Oh, perfect. So see if I can divide this in 2. Perfect. So I'm going to tuck that down here. I want this at the side. Oh no, I'm getting just dirt. Just going to try to see where his roots make sense. So I'm going to tuck one here. And now I think we have a lot of violas left over, so this is where I might tuck in some extras. But before we do that, let me go to the garage and grab some of the daffodils. So I potted up some daffodils when I did the ranunculus planting video. See, this is what they look like. So I'm gonna tuck them into here and then hopefully they'll bloom. Oh, wow, look at the root system on these. So incredible. So I'm just gonna break them apart. I'll try to break them apart. Oh my gosh, I've had this in the garage for probably a month. And it's crazy how much they've grown because I just took them out of the refrigerator not too long ago. So I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Okay, I'm gonna stick these two together or try to break them. It feels like they don't want to break apart, so I'm just gonna stick them together here in the back. There's two here. I think I have the perfect amount. So the other two, I'm just gonna stick in the other side. Hi. So these two I'm gonna plant in the other container. Just making a mess. I have no idea what this is. No clue whatsoever. I did not label this for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. Before we get the other container, I do have these willows and I want to tuck these in to see how it looks before I go to the back. Okay guys, this is the blue container I was talking about. This was in the backyard and we had geraniums in it last year that we started from seed. And I think this would be the perfect container to put the rest of our violas in. There's a bit of potting mix in here already, but I might remove what's in here and just top it up just a bit with some of the Miracle Grow that we have. So I'll do that now and then we'll pot this up. I'm not gonna throw this potting mix away. I'm gonna reuse it. Yeah, it's gonna look really nice. So I'm gonna put one, two. I'll alternate colors here. 3, oops, 4, 5. Oh, perfect. 6. And then maybe I'll do another blue one in the middle and then another couple of these. Okay, so there we go. There is our container. So of course I've made a mess. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to remove the mat. I have a new mat that needs to go at the front door. I'm gonna get rid of that. There's like a little Christmas light in the corner over there. And I'm gonna get my blower and just blow this entire area. And then we'll put everything back and take a final look. Okay guys, we're back. It looks like everything is nice and clean, and I did pick out some pillows and blankets from my storage bin because I wanted to match the blue theme that we have going on here today. So I'm gonna put everything back and then we'll take a look. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this pillow. Now I'm not sure which blanket I want to go with yet, so I have, oops, I have this one which matches the color of the cushion, but then I was thinking of going with this blue one because I think this one will match the entire theme. But I'm going to leave that to the end. I did bring out this blue pillow. I think this is going to look fantastic with that blue container down there. And then I have this longer pillow, and this is what the pillowcase looks like. So I'm going to use this as well. Maybe like that. Or maybe, you guys let me know, which way should I put my pillows? Or maybe they're all diagonal. Maybe I'll just do this and just put this in the middle. And then, yeah, I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I usually keep this blanket for my backyard. So maybe I'll just leave it like this, not really muck it up too much. Yeah, that looks so much better. And then we have this mat. I have a double door that goes across, and I did see a mat that went all the way across. It was quite expensive and I didn't want to spend a lot of money on this project, so I just picked this one up. This is from Rona. I think it was like 15 bucks. So I think I'm just going to go with this and put it here because this is where we enter our house, and then maybe I'll put the container over in this corner. I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I love that. Okay guys, I think we are finally done. This looks so good. I'm going to give you an overview of what it looks like right now. The containers, chef's kiss. I cannot wait till the ranunculus and that unknown bulb decides to bloom because it's going to look fantastic. But let me show you around and show you the makeover. Okay, so when you're coming up to the door, this is what it looks like now. I'll show you a before view just so you can see the before and after. The containers are looking fantastic. They look so good, guys. I wish you could see this in person. The primrose looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. And the violas. I think this looks so good with the height of the willows. I think that's what was missing. You really need height in your containers. And because we don't have the ranunculus yet, I think adding the willows will look really nice. And then the ranunculus and that unknown bulb can grow in between. It's gonna look fantastic. And then over here, the same thing. And then you have the alyssum on the side. This alyssum is gonna spread out. So you're gonna have the height of the bulbs and the ranunculus, and then you're gonna have this spreading out. The violas will beef up a bit, and then they'll bulk up, and then you'll see the willow at the top. It's gonna look so gorgeous. I'll try to give you a view of what it looks like in the next couple of weeks once it's settled in. And then there we have our updated decor. We have that little container, the blue container filled with violas. It looks so cute. Just look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. And then we have the updated decor, updated pillows. Everything is nice and clean. Blanket is nice and clean. We have the blue here of this pillow. And this pillow matches kind of the blue of the flowers, the blue of the container. Absolutely stunning. And then we have my new mat. And this is what the view looks like coming outside of my house. We have our decor there, the little container of flowers. and then the mat, and then of course our 2 containers flanking the stairs. It looks so beautiful. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. This was a lot of fun. It's Easter weekend, and I hope you're getting in your garden as well. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.